Hello, it's Amy with Just a Little Ink. I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up, and I'm here today to share with you what I'm calling a Peekaboo Z-fold card. The Z part is on the inside, not the card as a whole. And I'm using the Dragonfly Garden stamp set. It's available right now also as a bundle. Includes a punch. We're not using the punch for this card, but it's a great deal at 10% off if you decide to do so. This is available right now in our mini catalog, our January to June 2021 mini catalog. I'm also going to be using the Layering Circles dies. I'm using the third largest of the plain circle, and I'm using the fourth smallest. I believe that's what I had said. Let me check my notes. Yes, the fourth smallest scallop circle to do this card. I will have all of the measurements listed on my blog, justalittleink.com, as well as in the description of this video. So let's get started. I'll show you what supplies we need. So you are going to want a half a sheet of basic white cardstock. This is the basic white thick. I've cut it at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and I've scored it. Excuse me, it's 8 1/2 by 5 1/2. Scored it 4 1/4. Then I have a piece for the inside. This is Misty Moonlight. It is I can't even go here. My goodness, it is 8 inches by 5 1/4 inches. And I have scored it in the half at 4 inches and then at 2 inches. So you're going to split the difference. I also have a piece of basic white cardstock, 3 inches by 4 1/4 to go on the inside. And then you need one piece of 6 by 6 designer series paper. I've cut that down so that it is 5 1/8 inches by 4 1/8 inches. And this piece that ends up getting cut off, you need to then cut down to just 5 1/8 inch. It's 1 7/8 by 5 1/8. And then you're going to need the circle that will end up getting cut out of the front. That's what this is. As well as, again, the same size. This is that third largest. The same size cut from a coordinating piece of designer series paper. And then I also use some of the white twine. This is part of the snail mail twine combo. It comes with the white as well as some pink. So let me show you how I did this. So the first thing I did, let's get all this stuff out of the way. The first thing that I did was to take my half a sheet of basic white and fold it in half. I made this card for a swap that I'm participating in. I'm wanting something just a little more unique and yet using supplies that I already had. So then I'm going to take my paper and put it on the front. If I wanted a different color, I certainly could do that. My lid's stuck on something. Like so. I just need to hold it down. So I'm going to layer my designer series paper on the front of my card. I didn't want a lot of my white showing, which is why I cut my paper just a little closer. Then I'm going to pull out the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. This one, because we are using a full-sized card, I can't use the mini. So I need the large machine. So I'm going to pull it out, put it on the front. I'm going to open up my card. Again, I need my die. I'm going to verify that I've got the right size. Yep. Okay, I want to lay it on the front. I'm going to come in and down about the same amount. You can measure if you are concerned about it not lining up. If you don't mind, and it's pretty close, I'm not going to worry about it on mine. Just need a little piece of washi to keep it from moving. I'm going to put a cover one of my cutting plates in the front, and then I'm going to roll it through. What I like about the big machine is it is nice and sturdy. So, from the front then, you'll have a piece that you can use later. You could use that on the front of your card if you wanted it to be the same. You're going to have another piece of white. Then grab my third smallest, which I did have laying here. So I'm going to line it up here. I'm going to take the chance that I can line up my stamp on here. If not, we have a second chance, right? So I'm going to roll that through on that same image. It was just convenient to use what I already had from the front of my card. We'll set this aside, and hopefully we don't need it again. Okay. All of my stamping I'm going to do using the Misty Moonlight ink. So this is a very monotone card. I'm going to ink up the image that says, "May good things grow all year long." Not bad. So it makes me happy. Then I've got a couple other pieces that I need. Don't need to cut on these. So I have here, and I need to pull out scrap paper. So these pads that you can buy to go with the Stamparatus work really well. But if you have a big pad, you can use that as well as just even scrap paper from your printer. So the flower image comes with this stamp set, so I'm just going to ink it up. For on the inside, it's going to be a little longer than what I need. And then I am also going to put the image that says you are an inspiration on the inside as well. So I'm going to line up like so. And that's all the stamping I'm going to be doing. And watch how quick this goes together. So we have our card folded, and we have our inside. So I'm going to fold it along that 4-inch score mark. I'm going to line it up here and score. Then I'm going to turn it over, and I need to fold this back. So I'm going to fold again that 2-inch mark. Then this piece gets secured down on the inside. So I'm going to put a little adhesive, use my Stampin' Seal. With it closed, I know that it's just a little smaller than the inside of my image, or the inside of my card base. So, open it up. I can put down my greeting for the inside. Just center it on the inside here. I'm going to attach this piece. This is a great use of your designer paper. If you have, especially these 6x6 packs, to be able to use up quite a bit of it. Oh, you're probably hearing my dog. He is being ornery. Saturdays are busy days, and he hears things outside. So I'm going to close this card part. I'm going to shut my card here, and I'm going to pull out my multi-purpose liquid glue. And I'm going to just put the glue in that opening on that Misty Moonlight part. I've already cut a coordinating piece of cardstock, and I'm going to try to line that up, and I'm just going to set it inside. It's the same size that I've cut out from the front. You just want it to accent here. And then you're going to add some Stampin' Dimensionals to the back. Set it on the front. So that it's popped up in the center. Like so. And then I have a piece, and I didn't measure this. It's a few times around, so I'm gonna just line it up. Gives just a little bit of texture on the front of my card, a little interest. You could tie it in a knot if that was something more interesting for you. I don't mind making bows, but if bow making is not your thing, I get it. So I'm gonna hold it tight, across, make a nice tight knot. I find that the twine is just easier to get secured. Then I want to just snip off the excess here. Don't need it quite that long. And so I've got me a beautiful card. And then one more little thing just kind of adds, right now in our mini catalog, you can get ladybug trinkets. They're little brass ladybugs. And I'm going to use our mini glue dots. Take the ladybug and actually place it on top of the glue dot. Press, pull off, and it should lift off that little glue dot. And then I'm going to line it up into this blank spot. If it doesn't stick to your fingers too long here. Just how I want in this open space. And just like that, you've got a fun fold, what I'm calling a Peekaboo Z-fold card. Fun, simple, and a real wow for your recipient. Thanks again for joining me. If you don't already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to be yours. You can order anytime at justalittle.ink.stampinup.net. If you order in the month of April, use the host code here. It'll also be listed in my description of this video. And if you have not clicked on the bell to get notifications, make sure that you do so. Thanks again. We'll see you again soon.